My name is Robbie Besner, and I'm an ambassador for the Joseph P. Cory Foundation. And in this segment, I want to talk about a topic that I'm really passionate about. It's electromagnetic frequencies, or fields, electromagnetic fields. EMF is the acronym. Now, they're all around us, and they're man-made. In fact, in the days of Jesus, Moses, and Buddha, there was no electricity. We spent all our days out in the field. The levels of cancer and the horrific systemic diseases didn't exist back then. In fact, most people, they died because they got eaten by some animal or by some warring nation, but not by the harmful diseases that are basically a sign of our times. So what is the stressor? And I'm in a very unique position because we are specialists in infrared frequencies and infrared frequency devices. And our devices are being sought after by some of the greatest minds, some of the greatest medical doctors in the nation and outside of the country. And so it gives us an opportunity to actually share both our technology and their knowledge. And what we discovered together collectively is that there's another stressor out there, and it's these harmful EMFs. Now, they're all around us. They're in all of our technology. They're in Bluetooth devices. They're in our cell phones. And there's actually a website you can go on, and you can type in your zip code, and you can figure out exactly how many cell towers are within 4 square miles. So when I walk outside my door, I look up, and you see those tall microwave towers and so forth, right? I can only see 2. But when I type in my zip code, guess how many? 43 cell towers within 4 miles of my home. That's crazy. Well, military, but more importantly, now the utility companies have these smart meters out, and the smart meters generate high levels of these EMFs. So my smart meter that was put on my house is 2 inches away from the main water pipe that comes into my home, right? And within 2 weeks of them putting the smart meter, and they didn't ask me permission, by the way, all the plants, all the flowering plants, all of the shrubs within 3.5 to 4 feet of that smart meter all died. All the birds and all the little critters that all are here down in Florida, they didn't want to go anywhere near that smart meter. Well, what do you think it's doing to my water that I drink and that I shower with and I bathe in? Those frequencies are really, really harmful. Anyway, so I just wanted to show this really quick. And it's an interesting picture. And I'll just take a look at it really quick because these are very rarely seen. But that is a cell phone down there, and these are all the frequencies that actually come off the cell phone. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but in fact, this is what it looks like, and these are very unusual pictures because they haven't been filmed before. So what's unusual about EMF is that you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't see it, right? So does it exist? Well, in fact, it does. And I'll tell you who it really affects. It affects all of us, and especially if you have some kind of a chronic ailment, because it turns out that yeasts and moles and parasites and bad bugs and all those guys, they get energized by those frequencies. Your body has a frequency itself. But what happens is that the oscillation and the frequencies of EMFs that come off of wireless devices and so forth is at a much higher level. It's like turning the volume in your stereo up to 8 or 9. It's at a much higher level than the frequencies that are inside your body. So guess what your body does? It starts to climb up to match the frequency of these higher oscillations. So what does that do for us? It starts to break down our cellular communication because the radio's tuned to a wrong station now in terms of organically for our body. So it's really important. We can't change technology. And my wife went out just about a month ago. She bought a new coffee pot for the house. Guess what? The coffee pot has a little atomic clock on it that syncs with our wireless network in our home. Because it's really important that my coffee pot knows what time to turn my coffee on in the morning, right? Meanwhile, that communication is going back and forth and drawing all these energies around us, and we're swimming in them. So you know what? You can't stop technology because that train has left the station. But what we can do is we can be aware that these things are harmful for us, that they're wearing on our immune system and they're breaking us down, so it allows disease to come in, and someone sneezes on the other side of the room and all of a sudden now you're catching a cold where before it never used to bother you before. Well, it's all these other stressors that we can't see, smell, taste, or hear. Anyway, be aware that EMF is not good for us. As I'm very passionate about this particular topic, we started studying this more than 8 years ago before it became a topic on the news. And what we've done as a company is we've actually spent a lot of money and research in developing techniques to shield all of our electrical devices and battery-operated devices so they just generate great healing energies of infrared and UVA and UVB light, but mostly infrared, and not give you all the harmful effects of EMF. But don't be fooled, because nobody else out there is doing it. It's what actually has created us as being one of the leaders in infrared technology, because people are understanding that EMF is harmful. So you can get little chips, and you can get devices to shield your phones and to shield your computers, to put into your car, that will help you. And you can buy a very simple device on Amazon for less than 50 bucks that you can go around your home and you can figure out where all your hot spots are. There are people in this room that I've done their homes and seen where they spend most of their time sleeping or in the kitchen or watching TV, or if you're driving in your car, you just test to see where these areas are that might have a lot of high levels of EMF, and then you buy it and build some protection in so that you can protect your body and live healthy. Not let this other stressor start to bother you and affect you in other ways. Anyway, in behalf of the Joseph P. Cory Foundation, I'm Robbie Besner. I'm an ambassador, and I'm happy to teach and train everybody on the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields and ways to help your body heal naturally and protect yourself from technology and from all the people out there that build devices but don't necessarily are concerned about how healthy they are for the people that are buying them. Thank you.